A row over the government's pledge to commit 3% of GDP to defence spending has overshadowed today's defence review. Prime Minister Keir Starmer faced criticism on Monday for failing to commit to a precise date for when the pledge will be fulfilled, instead saying it is an ambition that will be achieved in the next Parliament, maybe by 2034. The much-awaited Strategic Defence Review, conducted by ex-NATO Secretary-General Lord Robertson, was announced on Monday morning. It comes as European countries race to rearm themselves amid sustained Russian aggression and fears over Trump's tough love approach to defence spending. Starmer has promised to build 12 new attack submarines, one to be delivered every 18 months, in addition to building 6 new munitions factories. The government plans to put in around $15 billion into upgrading the armed forces, all in all. The Prime Minister has previously vowed to put in place the largest sustained increase in defence spending since the Cold War, with a 2.5% share of GDP by 2027 currently locked in for defence. He said on Monday the UK was moving to war-fighting readiness as the central purpose of our armed forces. Starmer said that the UK is being directly threatened by states with advanced military forces and that the most effective way to deter them is to be ready and, frankly, to show them that we're ready to deliver peace through strength. But critics have cast doubt on the government's commitment amid the 3% GDP row. Alex Burghardt, Shadow Cabinet Office Minister, said that without the money, the defence plan is just words. Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch criticised the government for managing to find billions for the Chagos surrender, but not committing to properly funding our armed forces. And Andy Haldane, formerly chief economist at the Bank of England, suggested that it is directionally good that we are spending more on defence, but said today's announcement constituted the absolute bare minimum to get Keir Starmer through a meeting with Donald Trump. By mid-afternoon, a number of the UK's European neighbours had suggested the country wasn't doing enough on defence. Lithuania's defence minister told the BBC that 3.5% should be a bare minimum commitment, while Denmark's Prime Minister told local channel DR News that 5% was achievable, but it's too late. The government has already faced backlash over tax hikes announced in the autumn budget. Ahead of next week's spending review, it is now being claimed that further tax hikes will be needed to finance defence spending. Paul Johnson, the boss of the Institute for Fiscal Studies, said that some really quite chunky tax increases would be needed to pay for it. However, he added, that's not something the Prime Minister or the Chancellor is willing to actually say. For more on the UK's defence review, head to cityam.com.